Hello and welcome to the Anime Menace Reacts. I am your host HenDiddy, and I'm joined here today with My Hero Academia and One Piece co-host Skeletoni.
Hello. Why'd you mention One Piece? It's not even.
Because Taco isn't here, and it's just you and me,
I guess fair enough, but
and
it's just funny.
there's
It's
no
like,
One Piece this week.
I know. That's why I'm like, why are you mentioning One Piece? There's no reason to mention it. There's no One Piece this week. We're not doing anything for it. Like,
Right now, top chapter. I only have 2 chapters left to read: Asher Royale and Kyokuto Necromancer. But right now, top chapter this week is JJK.
with what you sent me, I can't believe it. I know that's not why, but I can like, oh my god, if Gege did that,
So
like,
you
what else
know
did he do?
you know how Toto lost his hand in Shibuya?
You have it back?
Not necessarily, but he figured something else out, so he still got the boogie woogie.
All right. Well, that's good at least.
But today we are reacting to My Hero Academia Chapter 423, One for All versus All for One.
Like round 3.
Yeah, but this is like some
really.
this is like some Final Showdown chapter title.
Oh yeah, this definitely is.
And
I mean, look at the first freaking.
Yeah, that's
the first
oh
panel.
my god. Dry week this week on content. My main job, I had to work overtime on Saturday, so we didn't have our wormhole. And then there was an event today that the other guys went to, so we couldn't do our main show today. And of course, no One Piece, so it's only the My Hero chapter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing. We will not have a review episode this Saturday because I have an event this Saturday. And then next Sunday we should. We may or may not have an episode because it is Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
But as far as I know, at least for me and the other 3, most of our stuff is on Saturday and Monday for planning wise.
All right.
So we might still have an episode on Sunday. But either way, getting into the chapter, we get huge monster looking thing. And I just finished Rosario Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of what Alucard looks like in Rosario plus Vampire.
Interesting.
Then we get a close-up of Deku punching him. How did I not realize? I should have noticed that hyper regen wasn't working on this haggard excuse for a body. Something should have felt off. He's to blame, no? All of them. They conspired.
Ooh. Ooh.
Each individual only represents a feeble threat, but as a united force, they somehow overwhelmed me, dulling my sensitivity without me realizing. As we get a panel of like everyone from class 1A striking All for One with Deku leading the charge. That is a dope visual though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all 1A though. No, I see a couple 1B in the back, like right by each individual. You can see a couple 1B. You see Hagakure though.
Yeah, everyone like.
Which
oh man.
We had the trader incident where we found out about Aoyama's trader in the episode this weekend, and they nailed because Hagakure's it's based off of her emotions when she first realizes she can actually turn visible.
Huh.
And because of how her emotions were in that moment, we get a little glimpse, and Bones killed it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. When the boy drove Yoichi and the successors into the core, it wasn't the only spirit that was a lost cause, but this body as well. Your limp noodle body isn't ready for it. Your limbs would pop right off. And oh yeah, that's a flashback all the way back to like the very first chapter. After just 2 years, it's a little stronger than what the 8th could deliver. You're facing the combined power of all 9 of us. Yes, this body too is already shattered.
And then we see everything.
Oh, it's Tremor. He's got the Tremor quirk. I can't remember his name. Bryce Papenbrook plays him in the dub. I know that much.
His quirks are crumbling away.
Midoriya must have pulled it off.
And then we see him
Literally disintegrating, like...
Ooh.
Oh!
Yo.
What the hell is that?
Bro just like pulled some metal spikes and rebar and is holding himself together. That's freaky.
I'm not done yet.
Haphazardly using his quirks to hold his body together.
I haven't achieved anything yet. No one can rob me of what's mine. Only my dream gets to come true. I won't pay it forward. Nobody gets to pick up my torch. The Demon Lord is singular and absolute. He's calling himself a Demon Lord now. Oh boy.
Oh wow. That is crazy. And that eye shot is just immaculate.
Yeah.
The detail in it is insane. The fact that he went from having such lifeless eyes into all of that detail into the iris and the eye surrounding it is just insane.
So Deku's saying, I only need to repeat the process just as I did.
No, that's
Is that All For One saying that?
Yes, because he's look at the next part. Just as I did with that.
The boy is suitable now that he's without one for all. Anyone will do, really.
I'll grant them my quirk, and with it to claim a new vessel. Yep. Then we have Deku saying, "You're done for, All For One."
And Aizawa is screaming at Midoriya.
He probably realized it when he said a new vessel.
But wait, what's Kurogiri doing? Or Shirakumo? Because look, it's fading away.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Shota Yamada. Sorry. I must do this.
What is he doing?
I must protect Tomura Shigaraki.
No!
Give me a break. I should have known in the end. He's always going to reach out with a helping hand.
All For One, give back Tomura Shigaraki.
Oh.
His friends await him. And there's Bakugo.
Bakugo.
He showed up. I'm honestly surprised to see Bakugo here.
Yeah.
But where's All Might? What's going on with All Might now?
I think the kid's supposed to be in a hospital. He's zoomed back here alone with his blasts. Todoroki might have helped this with his little ski jump. Ah, yeah. Makes sense. Don't you dare let me surpass you, Izuku.
Well, now he's telling him not to let Bakugo pass him up.
Deku now saying, I can't look past what you've done. But you're not some monster beyond all understanding. And you're no Demon Lord. Stop it, Deku. No, stop it.
He's telling him, don't look at me. All you are is a lonely man. No, is Horikoshi gonna go the freaking Naruto route?
I doubt it. Look at the side.
I mean, look at the bottom panel.
Yeah, but there's probably a reason for it.
It feels like he's going the Naruto route.
There's no way he's letting this man off the hook and he's not dying. Let's just get that clear.
Midoriya managed to adjust that violent transfer in just such a way that the barest fragment would remain intact. Then the resonance with his ember awakened me to do right by these last shreds of me. Also that he could complete one for all, as we were meant to be. And then we get All For One. I don't care. None of that matters. Don't fade away. Show me your face. So he's screaming for his brother now.
Yeah, and look, he's back
Sorry,
to
that
being,
was my phone.
He's back to being himself as well. He's not like that faceless monster he was.
Yeah, he's turning back to that. Impossible. My time is up. You can't go. You're mine. Look upon me. Let me see your eyes. Brother, I couldn't guide you down the right path. What Midoriya conceived for us here, is our final salvation at the end of it all. And he's saying, I love you, brother.
No, I won't allow it. I love you. I love you like no other. I'm hopeless without you. I'm nothing.
It's time to pay
the price for exploring all for yourself. Because he awakened
more than just me.
Oh! All of them clashing right there. Oh, look at that.
Oh my god,
Is that
Shigaraki.
That's Shigaraki! I thought I was annihilated beyond hope when Master swallowed me up, but you somehow kept me tethered, kept me from fading. Right, Grandma? Ah.
Kurogiri, I stole
Kurogiri.
my body back
Oh,
from Master,
man.
but I never managed to destroy a thing. In the end, maybe I really am just a crying little kid like you said. I couldn't even destroy your hands. I told you, it's a Naruto! It's a Naruto
No,
thing!
no, no. No. Deku made peace with Shigaraki, with Tomura.
That's a
He did
Naruto
not.
thing!
But that's because that was always what was going to
Naruto
happen.
made peace with the villains!
It's first off, Deku did it with Shigaraki because Deku knew Shigaraki, especially after that backstory we got. I kind of expected this to happen with Shigaraki. However, he still said like all that to what's his name? All for One. But All for One still got killed in the end by everyone, including Deku. We see the punch.
Yeah, but the thing
You
is,
see the frame.
it's still...
His head literally explodes.
It's
there.
still a Naruto thing between Deku and Shigaraki.
That's what was always going to happen.
Everything
you
you
could tell
did,
it from the start.
I couldn't let it stand. That's why I fought. I wanted to stop you. I wanted you to stop yourself, to keep that grief and misery from spreading any further. Izuku Midoriya. Spinner survived this. Tell him that even to the bitter end, Tomura Shigaraki kept fighting to destroy. It's already been destroyed. And then we get a panel of the clouds clearing as Shigaraki turns to dust.
Ooh.
End of chapter. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's the end of the fight.
It was a really good fight, though. Let's not
I
say
think-
anything about that. Like it was. Yeah, the ending was a little lackluster when he didn't do a
it's
special
very
punch to do it.
very
but
anticlimactic ending.
For it to be both Shigaraki and Deku plus the other vestiges of One for All, that's pretty good.
But
For it to be anything, it was either going to be, something like this or him doing a United States
so
Smash.
I have a feeling
It wasn't really his thing.
all of our predictions are wrong.
What do you mean?
Because I think me and Taco said 460. You said 470.
Oh, yeah. There's nope. It's not making that. No way.
I don't think it's gonna make it to 430.
It might make it to 430, but 430 being the last one, it's not making it past that.
No, like
Not a chance. Unless somehow there's like this new secret villain that just pops up out of nowhere. It's like, oh
no,
no!
I don't think that's gonna be the case because
They can't. There's no way.
Deku literally has no power anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I cannot believe that these are the same two dudes who squared up by hanging out at the mall. I have to admit it. This was a rad way for things to end up.
No. All right. Someone's already saying, Horikoshi, don't let the MHA world die with this. No. Make a spin-off, do a side story, find some way, do not use these characters again. Let them end their story here, because this is the end of their story. But do not use them again. Maybe have them like do cameo appearances, but don't do a sequel. Don't use the characters again. Do a spin-off or a side story or something.
So someone said, so this was the new ending that Kohei gave us instead of the ending that we saw in the second movie. I gotta say, it was better than intended. Wasn't the second movie was the one where Bakugo gets the freaking power of All for One, or One for All?
I think so.
Yeah, against 9.
Yes.
So how does that even come into play here?
I think this is the first chapter of the last volume. Meaning we got 1 to 3 chapters of the aftermath of the fight. How does he know this is the first volume of the last... First chapter of the last volume? How
Well,
does he
if
know
you
that?
look at the chapter list, and you scroll down to the volumes, you can see roughly how many chapters are adapted in a volume. So you see there's roughly about 10 chapters per volume.
363 to 374, roughly 10, yeah. So let's see, go
So
10 from there. Boom.
it's
boom,
going to go to...
boom, boom.
This will be the first or second of the last of the whatever volume number that's going to be.
Yeah, it could be.
So yeah, I could see this. I could probably see this wrapping up, and we get like a couple chapters of aftermath, and then we get the epilogue chapter. So, you know what I want to see next chapter?
Hmm.
The Todoroki battlefield.
We probably won't see that though.
Like, what was the aftermath there? Like, apparently Todoroki's fine enough to be on the final battlefield. What happened to Enji, Endeavor? What happened to Fuyumi? What happened to all the other Todorokis?
Probably get that, but I don't think it's going to happen next chapter. The next chapter is probably going to be the immediate after effects of this battlefield right here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or it'll jump around between battlefields.
It could, but it would make the most sense because everyone's here.
Yeah.
At this battlefield, like everyone.
You know what's probably going to happen? Dying. You know how slight One Piece spoiler here. In the One Piece chapter where it cut around all over the world during the you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I think that something similar to that might happen. Like someone's gonna like, because it's being broadcasted, so it's gonna be announced like the battle is won, and we're gonna get reactions from everywhere. That's what I think is going to happen. But let us know what y'all think down below in the comments below. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let us know what you thought of the chapter, and if you agree or disagree with me or Tony for next chapter. Which, is there a break week? I didn't even look to see if there's a break week.
No, I do not believe so.
Nope, there is a break.
Listed, so there is.
Break week. Well, makes sense. Makes sense. So just a One Piece chapter next week.
Someone says, "Who is Deku's dad?" Horikoshi said it should be revealed before it ended. Well, guess what? It's not over yet, bozo. So we'll still see his dad probably. He's gonna show up in the last chapter.
I think Deku's dad is in similar lines of, like Zoro's family in One Piece.
He's gonna show up in the last chapter.
He's not integral to the plot. I still want to know, was Deku truly quirkless?
The final panel of the last chapter is gonna be Deku's dad's boot in the open doorway saying, "I'm home." That's it.
Where have you been for the last 16 years?
I mean, yeah, great question. Where has he been?
Because what, Deku's 17 right now.
Could be, yeah.
Because it said 2 years. He was 15 when he got the quirk.
Mm-hmm. Then, yep.
So he's 17 right now. I don't know. That's all I got. You got anything else to add?
Nope.
All right, well, we'll catch you next week. Remember, stay humble, get rumble, and go